been a while since we talked about some Watch Dogs Legions, guys. The news has been kind of slow, but we finally have some new info from an AMA from Clint Hocking, the creative director of Legion. We have some new gameplay details to go over, so let's get into it. So most of the AMA centered around one hot topic, permadeath. People seem to be worried about permadeath, or at least be intrigued about how to work within the game. The first question was about how permadeath will function within multiplayer, and that answer is that it won't be an option within multiplayer at all. The devs found a huge potential for griefing and randomness that they didn't want to put their players through. So, you can use your favorite character without fear of losing them online. As for the main game, permadeath mode is only an option, so you don't have to use it if you don't want to. But if you do decide to use it, and say every one of your characters is hospitalized, arrested, or killed, you will have to start the entire game over. Yes, that's right. You will literally have to start from the beginning. That's some intense settings if you ask me, and I don't think I could handle starting all the way over if that happened. But some people like living on the edge. Now, when it comes to difficulty and permadeath, they are not the same. So you can play on easy difficulty with permadeath on, or you can play on the hardest difficulty with it off. This gives players a free choice on how they want to play Legion, and it's a great decision from the devs. The NPCs in Watch Dogs have always been an interesting topic. Within the game, you can see people living, you can see info about them with your hacking tools, and in Legion, the devs took this idea a bit further. A question was asked about where the inspiration of playing as anyone came from, and Hocking explained that it came from the evolution from Watch Dogs 1. Play as anyone was inspired by the original Watch Dogs. The very idea of being able to look at someone on the street and see their job and their income, and some little fact about them inspired so much imagination, and made the characters in the world feel so real. When we started asking ourselves what would take it to the next level, we came up with the idea that everyone could be real. They could have a real home and a real job and a family and friends and all that. It seems that the NPCs have daily routines, and that is awesome to hear. We know that CDPR did this with Cyberpunk, making 1,000 NPCs with unique daily routines. We don't know the scale that Ubisoft has used for Watch Dogs, but if it is similar to Cyberpunk, then London should feel very real and alive. I think a game like Watch Dogs needs this level of detail. It needs to sell the idea that the people you are helping are real and giving the player a purpose to help. If everyone ends up feeling like a robot, I don't think the game would be very appealing. For those of you, myself included, that were wondering how the NPCs spawned and how their skills and traits are created, you're either going to be very excited or disappointed. From this AMA, we now know that the character spawns are like a casino. It is RNG based, and each one comes out with a mix and matching of skills and traits. Hocking explained, "There are few characters in the world who have very rare and unusual abilities, or combinations of abilities, and there are at least a few abilities that are unique to certain types of individuals." His example was the beekeepers that can summon and control swarms of robotic bee drones as weapons. So no other character in the game can actually have that ability, besides the beekeeper. And with character professions, the game can create any mix of people and careers. Someone asked about spy grandmas, and Hocking explained that if that did happen, it would be a very rare event. So it is possible to have mixes of anything in the game, but skills that are relevant to a certain profession will be exclusive to that. But if you do want a grandma as any profession, that is possible. But who knows how long that's going to take with RNG. You might not ever even see that combination in the game. But if you do get that crazy combo, it's going to feel very rewarding. Moving on to more of the game itself, Watch Dogs seems to have a lot of variety in the side missions for people in each district of the game. Aside from the missions in the main storyline, there are many side missions that unlock as you play through the game. These delves in the stories that reflect on the city, technology, and other themes in our near future version of London. Also, borough liberation involves engaging in activities that lead to cool climactic missions featuring really unique gameplay that inspire each borough to rise up. It's cool that you can complete these missions to get the borough to rise up against the tyranny of Albion. This will give players a nice break from the main campaign, and allow them to start an uprising against the government, with the rest of the city on their side, which is going to be truly glorious. And that's all the relevant info from this AMA, guys. I'll post a link down below if you want to check out the rest of it. Ubisoft is having another Forward event on September 10th, so expect more Legion info and another video from yours truly. I feel like the hype has stagnated recently, but maybe this event will bring it back. Remember to hit that sub button to keep up with the latest news, and until next time, peace.